I'll say allegedly. It's
Okay.
allegedly proof that allegedly they're committing lots of fraud inside of these states.
Yeah.
And they get very upset with you guys for just asking for proof of legitimacy when it comes down to showing that the money is being spent well. How can people inside of these states have trust that when they pay their taxes to the state and federal government, how can they have trust that their tax dollars are going to go to benefiting the United States?
Yeah, so for their federal taxes, they can count on us to do everything we can to not ship money out the door if it's going to fraud, to ensure that it's going to the people that the program was actually designed for, which is a lot of working families that struggle to afford health care without Medicaid and struggle to afford childcare without federal support.
Do you think people will be going to prison for the fraud that's been committed in these states?
I think so. Yeah.
How long do you think it will take to see somebody go to prison?
Prosecutions often take a long time, and that's not my area of expertise. But I would just say prosecutions are great, but we're also that's about fraud in the past. We're also totally committed to preventing fraud in the future.
And what have you guys seen so far from a state like Minnesota where a politician could be imprisoned?
So I was in Minnesota last Wednesday. I met with a lot of these officials. Some of them are new, some of them are old. If any of them have committed actual crimes as opposed to mere incompetence, then, our Inspector General office is looking into that, as well as on the provider side. Some of the former state officials we met with in Minnesota said site visits are not even a regular part of fighting fraud. They just trust. So we went to a site. It's an old cannery, supposedly on paper, housed more than 300 Medicaid providers during the Walz administration in this one building. So we drove up, we got out of the car, we were standing on the sidewalk looking around. There were no kids around, by the way. We got a lot of hostility from the people that were kind of lurking alongside the building. One particular person saw us, assumed we were feds, which we were, started honking angrily, gave us the finger, and then as we drove away, this woman followed us for like 10 minutes, observing us, checking us out, seeing what we were doing. It was really like we were being driven. There were no weapons brandished, but really it was like we were being driven away from this site because we were going to ask questions. And that's why states need to do site visits. They need to go to these places, make sure they're real, and not just trust or turn a blind eye.